Live. Boom. First try.
First try. Whoa.
Hey, folks. If anyone's here yet, hang on. Give me a second. Just give me 1 second. Boom. We're live. Rock on.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
I just want to see people.
See, this is the fun part
We
about live
are
streams. Is
live.
everyone just kind of sits there for the first little bit, and everyone figures out how technology works.
Ah, yes.
This is fun.
There's no one.
Well, it'll get here eventually. For those of you not here yet, you're the special ones. This is kind of a weird setup. Should we get the elephant out of the room now?
No one's listening.
Okay.
What?
Well, we just have like that piled up and that piled up, and we try to make this look as nice as possible.
Our kitchen's
A mess.
No.
Our kitchen's pristine. Totally just gorgeous.
Just because of...
One of the best. Oh, right. Right. We shouldn't say why.
Right.
But all that to say, what was all that to say? I don't know. Anyway, there are some people watching now, which is nice. Hello, everyone. I'm not playing this at first. We are going to play some songs.
We're going to kick off the evening with some tunes.
This is, we should say probably what this is.
Yeah, so we decided to, obviously, I guess you're here, so live stream our last podcast of our season called Between Takes. Howdy, Nick. Sorry. So this is what this is. We're going to have a night of music. We're going to do some podcast type topics that we usually talk about, and then we have a special surprise at the end, kind of, that we're excited about. So yeah, I think we're gonna, obviously this is all Christmas themed, so we're gonna start with a song from our last album, Christmas album, that is.
Mm-hmm. So here we go.
Jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. And I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss him once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
That was fun.
It was fun. I had a
Holly
good time.
jolly.
And then I got distracted by mic placements. So welcome everybody.
Sorry.
Okay, good.
I have he asked
We
what
should,
festive
yeah.
we well the second comment.
There we go. Yeah.
I have what is it? Double shot of espresso, and then that's out of an espresso machine, and then out of a coffee maker is like a white mocha
Yeah.
cappuccino thing.
You're getting
So it's like
wild.
mixed. Yeah. What do you got?
Swiss Miss hot chocolate. Put some powder in a mug and added some hot water. Yeah.
Tea delicious.
Is everything sounding fine out there? We won't know for another like 45 seconds because there's a pretty significant delay here. So it'll probably be after the next song where you'll be able to tell us yes or no. But yeah, is the balance fine? Is the volume fine? I guess that's about it.
That's about it.
Those are kind of our two things. Yeah, should we just jump into the next one?
I think so.
Okay.
Do a couple more before we dive into the
Oh, but before we dive
podcast
into
topics.
this,
Oh, yeah.
So kind of fun thing. So we like to collaborate, right? You and me. Mm-hmm. We collaborate with each other frequently, but we also enjoy collaborating with others, and we also think that it's really cool to collaborate on very not like assemble a team of people and work for like 3 years on something, but like just for a day collaborate with people, because that's kind of I think the nature of collaboration that we think can be. So we kind of have an idea that we're going to try out later on in the episode. So right now we want you to comment, what is a Christmas tradition that is specific to you, that is not like, it doesn't have to be
It
this,
could
but
be like ice skating, but that's kind of, people
do that.
ice skate on Christmas.
So what's like
What is
something that's really specific to you and your family and your
or
growing up
that
and
you
all
just
that?
think about when you think of Christmas.
Right.
That could be kind of random.
Right.
Because we're going to use those later for a project that we're working on, or later in the...
Right. And
show.
I think especially if bonus points if you can find something that doesn't have any songs about it. Like if you mention chestnuts, for example, we're going to be like, there's a song about that.
Yeah.
So we want to find stuff that there aren't songs about, and then surprises will ensue.
But just let the ideas flow, and
Right.
we'll figure that. Yeah.
Especially good ideas.
Okay.
So we do have a screening process. Someone is monitoring the comments intensely. All right.
They're
you
just
ready?
zooming by the comments. All right. Frosted window panes, candles gleaming inside, painted candy canes on the tree. Santa's on his way, he's filled his sleigh with things for you and for me. It's that time of year when the world falls in love. Every song you hear seems to say, Merry Christmas, may your New Year dreams come true. And this song of mine in 3/4 time wishes you and yours the same thing too.
And this song of mine in 3/4 time wishes you and yours the same thing too. Frosted window panes, candles gleaming inside, Christmas. May your New Year dreams come true. And this song of mine
In 3/4 time.
wishes you and yours the same thing too. Merry Christmas. May your New Year dreams come true.
All right.
All right. Well, we're knocking guitars over. This is a different atmosphere for longtime listeners of the podcast. That was the same sentence. This is different than what we normally do. Normally, it's us just setting up a couple of mics, chilling in the corner, chatting about, and then like I can go back and edit out any awkward pauses
Yeah.
or things like that.
It's different live for sure. We don't usually do music, although that could be kind of fun in the next season to incorporate either like songs we're working on or
Yeah, what would you want that to be? If we were to do more music in season 2, would you want it to be like a live performance of a song we've already done, or a new song that we have finished, like a new one from the
polished
album,
already,
or one that we're still in the process of writing?
I think it'd be interesting to talk about like the process of doing that, because sometimes if you write a song, like sometimes I just forget how exactly we like came about, writing it. It's like, oh yeah, you kind of, it's just hard to think back to that. So if we're like documenting it as we go, that could be kind of cool and or useful.
What about like a giant mega podcast episode once a new album comes out?
Ooh.
That's like a snippet from each part of this. Oof,
Wow,
that'd be intense.
that would be
That would be a beast of an episode.
Okay,
Okay,
so we kind of have one more song
we do kind of have one, yeah.
for all of you
Newcomers.
newcomers. We're just doing a few songs at the beginning here, and then we'll dive into some
Other
Christmassy topics and stuff.
If you're just getting here, we mentioned this a minute ago, but if you're just getting here, we want you to let us know what are some Christmas traditions that are very specific to you, that are not like specific to others. There we go. Or something that you associate very heavily with Christmas that doesn't have a song about it. So yeah,
Challenge.
here we go. This is gonna be fun. We got one more for y'all, and then we're just gonna talk for 3 hours. We're gonna give our in-depth analysis of Irving Berlin's White Christmas. It's a pretty short analysis on my end, but others have made. Anyway, here we go.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find you where the love light gleams. I'll be home like playing those
beans.
songs. I like playing that song too.
Okay.
This year's different meaning, I guess, too. Because
This
we'll
is
be
our
going
first
home.
year not being home. Yeah. Yeah, before that was like, for me, I'll be home for Christmas was like,
I'll drive
other
down the
people.
street.
right,
Oh.
or like Kieran or T or Hannah, or
Oh,
other people
sure.
coming home for Christmas and all
Oh,
that.
so it's like that reverse.
So it's like, oh, they'll be home for Christmas, but now it's like, don't worry though.
It's pretty cool.
It's weird this year. So normally, I don't know if this will be interesting to anyone, but I'm gonna say it because this is the part wasn't.
Go for it.
See, these are the things we edit out normally. We have so much
Kind
freedom
of.
to just cut down.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we don't edit everything out. Anyway, normally growing up, my big sister Hannah would be the last one to come home. She would normally get home like the 23rd or the 24th
Okay.
sometimes.
Wow.
Like very close to Christmas.
Right.
And this year she's the first one home.
Whoa.
She gets married, all of a sudden she's punctual. It's wild.
That's funny.
Anyway, I'm going to move this slightly and get in a slightly more comfortable position.
Cool. So,
Yeah, so this is keep letting us know about your traditions and about things that don't have songs to them.
and I'm already seeing some cool ones.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Except for that one that, well, you know who you are. That was kind of lame. Yeah, now we're going to talk kind of about a year in review with Opal Entertainment.
Yeah.
How
done a lot.
was your year, Liv?
In one word. It changed a lot. Like just from what I had known, my life, whatever, just moving to Nashville and everything. For Opal, I feel like it took a step in like a direction of purposefulness, if that makes sense. We had been obviously released an album before this, and actually two before I moved. So we were obviously serious about it, but there's something about like making that decision to, okay, you're moving to another city to pursue this like pretty much solely, which is kind of like it felt like a very big decision, and it felt pretty right for Opal. Like it was just kind of the next step. I think we're kind of now almost like ready for okay, now what's the next one?
Right.
And it's almost like I don't know what that is, because the next one is like more followers, more performances, but you can only
It's not, I mean, I think like at the time moving to Nashville was a big deal, and it was very like a very daunting task.
But it was kind of dependent on us.
Right. And once we made the decision, the actual logistics of doing that are like, it's still complicated and there's still, stressfulness around it, but like people have moved thousands of times. It's not that complicated at this point in civilization.
Yeah.
So that part itself wasn't that big of a deal. And I think we've kind of we've been here, a little over 6 months now. A lot of that has just been like getting used to the city and getting used to the new setup, the new routine and all that. So now it's like, okay, now what? Kind of like you're saying is we have this routine. What do we do with that now? And how do we focus that on the things we want to do?
And we've been able to play a little bit in the city, which has been really cool. And we have, it's not like we're slowly like accomplishing those goals, but it feels pretty slow.
Yeah.
Which can be discouraging, I guess, sometimes.
But it's also part of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of goes
fun.
Yeah.
I think we still have this other album that we're working on that is close to being ready to be recorded.
Yeah.
But to make that decision feels like
it's just
hard to make that decision.
because I think
we'll just record a little bit of this or a little demo here and there.
It's tough to do but part of it makes me think we should do that.
Do what?
Do like song at a time type thing. Like we're just going to spend 3 weeks getting this song finished. Because that's the thing too, is we just put out our new single, Joy to the World, which we didn't write, but we did a version of Joy to the World and all that. And we recorded that in little bit over a week.
The reason that we did that song was because we were performing it at another event. And then we were like, we like this arrangement. Yeah. Oh, can we get it out before Christmas Eve? Like a few weeks before Christmas would be great. Yeah. So then it was like 5 days or 4 days or whatever.
It was pretty intense. And it's,
but we kind of thrived off of that.
We do. Yeah. And I think I go back and listen to it and I go, ooh, if only, there are little things. I think overall, to the average listener, it works. There are definitely things I think, oh, if only, right?
Right.
But I kind of think like if we gave ourselves that deadline and we're going to go into the studio for 1 week and just record Leave Your Things.
Right.
And that's all we're going to focus on and get to that to a point where we're ready to release it. And even if we don't even release it necessarily, to like have that mindset, because part of me thinks we need to go in like, if we decide, okay, next thing is recording the album, that's all I want to focus on until it's finished. And in the way that I work, sometimes that can be, that could be like 8 months.
Right.
Of getting the initial foundation of the album down.
And then it feels like, oh, we're just starting to like perform out in Nashville. So that would kind of be cut out, and then we'd focus on this, which feels like, why did we move here?
Right.
If we could have just done that at Ratchet. So
but it's also like you do want more material while you're...
We just need 2 of us.
That's what we need.
2?
We have 2 of us.
No, I mean like
2 Olivias and 2 Aidens?
So 2 of them can be doing this.
Tough. I feel like I would feel a little excluded from 2 Olivias. You guys you just know each other so well.
Yeah.
I get annoyed with myself, I think. So are there any specific tangible, I don't want to say tangible, like others are not intangible,
right.
But like what are the
Thought
really
out.
specific, I want to accomplish this by next year?
That's a good question. It is good to think about that specific goal though in your head instead of just the overall, vision of it, but to actually say out loud.
Like, do we want to decide? Do we want to have
Right.
the album finished by this time next year?
It's scary to say.
Right. And there are other opportunities that have popped up that we haven't made total decisions on.
I think
that
there's
could-
value to like saying, I'm going to do this. And then halfway through something else comes and then you say, and I think that's okay. It doesn't mean you're failing because you decide to switch to
Right.
this, right? I don't think so.
It doesn't have to mean that.
But sometimes to start, you have to say, I'm doing this.
Right.
And I feel like that's something I've definitely learned. Because I think sometimes I sit on the outside just like a little bit, like, okay. But to actually decide is kind of a risk, right? But then it's okay to be like shifting within that decision. Anyway. I mean, just performing more. And I know that's such a broad thing. But I feel like getting our stage, like our act in a sense, like polished and cool. Not necessarily like I think when people think polished, it's like perfect.
Right,
And I don't mean that. I just mean we have
we know what it's like to be up on stage. Yeah.
I think that sounds like really exciting and also kind of new for us.
Right. And I think every time we've been on stage, we've always left being like, oh, we learned this new thing and we're this much closer to feeling really comfortable going back up. And each time's gotten easier and more challenging, I think, in a way. It's easier in that, like, oh, we know what to expect, but also more challenging because it's like, but what else kind of thing. And this little thing that we know we need to work on can be a very, just work on being comfortable up on there, right? And that's like, okay, that's a very simple way of phrasing it, but what does that actually mean? Really. And that doesn't not even talking about like, how do you be comfortable, but what does comfortable look like for you on stage? Because that, there are just so many different types of performers that will be comfortable in so many different ways. This is also weird because you were glancing out there talking to the lovely folks, and normally we just talk to each other. I keep getting distracted. This is me. Aiden's very meta. Aiden wants to zoom out and analyze everything from 3,000 feet.
Right.
Anyway. I'm excited to perform. I think we'll do some cool things.
And I think we have some opportunity. I don't know how much to share. Probably not.
Probably not a ton. We have some things.
Opportunity to work with other people. And I'm so excited about that. I think that's another reason that we came was just to find those people that are... and it could be anything that they're pursuing, but they're pursuing with a certain energy and excitement.
And I think also
so it could be musician, it could be whatever. Right.
And I think also just the fact that music is just so natural here. You tell people, I want to be a musician, we're musicians.
That's like a legit
they'll be like, sure,
thing.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's the same as like when we were back home in Rochester, I'm going into the medical field. Duh, okay. You live in Rochester, of course you will. It's kind of the same thing. So people are so unfazed by it, even if they're not, like you said, even if they're not musicians themselves, so you can actually have a conversation about things, even if you're not in the same field.
It can be scarier to perform because like, there's lots of people out there that they understand probably a little more than maybe but other people.
I think with that means they're not just going to come up and be like, well, that was awful, and then move on with their day. I think if they're going to say something and be really honest about it and say, here's what I didn't like, they're going to say it in such a way, I think,
trusting and nice.
that is a way that it's like, I want to see you succeed.
Right.
Here are some things that could be better and all that.
That's been definitely
yeah.
excitement.
I mean, that's kind of like, we talked about that a little bit when we went to the Wild Child concert, was it was just such a relaxed environment. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it was like 60 people on a roof hanging out with Wild Child. It was such a good time. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we asked them, was like, what's a really specific piece of advice you can give us? And they just said, don't go away, basically.
Mm-hmm.
As if you just, not even that like, oh, if you keep hard working, but just kind of like,
kind of be persistent and
Right.
don't let people forget kind
Right.
of thing.
Yeah.
That's what they were kind of saying.
Yeah. They're kind
So I
of
don't know
like-
exactly how to do that, but
So that's fun. And that was like a really cool to like actually get to talk to Wild Child, you know, performers that we really look up to and admire.
yeah. It's also cool because they aren't like huge or anything.
Right.
You know, they have a decent following, obviously, but they're not like what you think of as like,
They're not like selling out arenas.
right. Even the Avett Brothers are not as big as that.
Right. No,
You know, so it somewhat seems like,
like they were in our shoes not too long ago.
right, like
They
10
were
years or whatever it
right.
was. I think that's what they said.
about, yeah. They were exactly where we were, just
So it kind of
running around trying to figure
is like,
out where to
okay,
play.
we have some work to do, but it's also encouraging because like we've seen what they do and the people that enjoy their music, and it's
Right.
like, wow, that seems really awesome. Why do you like performing in front of people? Like, why do you like that more than just releasing music?
I don't know if I do, so that's a separate thing. But we can talk about that.
Why do you think it's
I think it's a
important
necessary
or
thing
cool?
because creation doesn't exist in a vacuum. Creation is supposed to something is created and it is supposed to be, stop doing that. And it is supposed to be complete and perfect and whole, and then released out and see, like, can it stand the chaos that exists without there. I think it's supposed to, like, Colony House talks about how they work on these songs and they're very, like, important to them, and they think this is just describing my life. You know, they're not like autobiographical necessarily, but they are very talking about things that are very central to who they are as people, which is, I think, kind of more how we write. Isn't necessarily here's a specific experience we had and here's a really personal thing we're sharing. I think it's more just kind of
Glimpses of
here's something we really think is important that is central to who we are
Right.
that we're putting into a song. But they talk about how they do that, and they think it's like, oh, this is us. This is who Colony House is. This is the four of us coming together and writing these songs. And they release it, and by the end of the tour, they're like, they've heard so many other stories, so many other people saying, this is what the music means to me, and this is how it connects to me, and all that. And they all of a sudden they go, well, now instead of it being four of us, it's thousands of us, all sharing the same thing. And that's something that is so frowned upon today. Is like people, it's crazy. This is a separate thing that we will get into later, but third thing. Yeah, you're right. But we are like live in a culture that's so, we want to be inclusive and all of us being on the same page and all that, while continually dividing more and more and more and finding more and more incredibly minute specific demographics for people to fall into just so they can have a label and have a place to belong and all that. And so it's so rare when people can actually genuinely, fully accept we all see this and we all agree with this. Like, I think I talked a little bit about that when I went to go see Avets in Iowa the very first time. And I was like right up there with them. And I was like, oh, there's like hundreds of people around me. And I turned around and up this hill, there was another like 2,000. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
They all came here because they like this music? And I was just kind of shocked. Like, this band I love, people love? And it's cool. So, like, I don't know. I don't want to say, like, I want to be Avets and 2,000 people to come watch me. But that is something that there are things I think should be universally celebrated and agreed upon. And so I want to, like, share those things with people, and doing it live is a more...
Because part of me is like, I see you listening to like the Oh Hellos, and you're very connected with them and what they're saying, and that's like a real experience. So then, I don't know, I'm just thinking through my head.
But you don't necessarily connect to the Oh Hellos.
Well, sure, but I'm just saying that's something that I see that you... It doesn't have to be live for you to be like, like emotionally connected.
Right.
I don't know, because originally that was my answer, was like, oh, there's more connection in when they're live. But now that I'm thinking it through,
I don't
know if they're
there are just more dimensions to it.
Right.
So I think I can agree with that.
And even just like subtle things like the feeling of the, like, you feel the bass.
Right.
Or
that little look that the drummer gave the bassist,
Right.
those kinds of things.
That's just
Yeah. Or the way that guy 2 rows down
And you
reacted
feel,
to that
I mean,
moment.
even in Wild Child, like, she came off the stage a little bit when she was singing, and you felt like, and she's, we talked to her after.
Yeah.
She's cool.
Yeah.
Like, she's really chill and stuff.
Yeah.
But you feel like, oh, wow, I'm included in this
Right.
group. And you feel really cool.
And it was like she brought the stage to us. And it's like, instead of just bringing everyone up on this tiny little stage, it was like she brought the stage down to us and let us be part of it. Yeah.
You kind of have that responsibility as a performer, too, because I feel like you said about colony houses, the way they talk about things, it's like it invites people to have their own experience associated, where sometimes it is like, not saying that songs are bad necessarily that do this, but it's a different experience when it's like, this is what it is.
Right.
Come join me, instead of I'll give you this song and join you with.
Yeah.
You know kind of what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying.
I don't know if I can explain it.
It's the difference between here's this thing, how do you experience it, and here's my experience, what are your thoughts on it, I think, in a way.
Right. Because then I feel like you have to feel like you can't think of anything else for yourself.
Right. And I think that's I have many thoughts on this too.
Right.
Which is not a shocker to you, I think. But that's, I think, so much of, this is so far from what are your goals for the next year.
This is how it goes always,
This is how it goes, though.
This is kind of natural.
But it's is our sound on? Okay, we're back. Are we still live? Okay, good. Sorry, this is again.
Wait,
we don't
you can keep it on there if you want.
Okay,
Do you
sure.
not want to?
No, I will, just in case.
Oh no.
I don't remember what
train.
I was gonna say. I don't know. Never mind. So yeah, it's been a good year. I think the first half was
Trying to remember.
looking back. The
What
last
did
half
we do?
has been so much fuller, but gone by faster, I think. In a way.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
What did we do at the beginning? So at the beginning of the year, we had.
We just released Third Ave and the Christmas album.
Has it only been a year?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
like forever.
Yeah, that feels like I saw like 2 years ago that we released Third Ave.
Good grief.
We've already been a band for like 3 years at this point.
Yeah, we don't even. Do we celebrate?
Almost.
When did we become a band?
I don't know. I feel like for me, it's when we started writing Red Umbrella.
Really? That was like. So when we were rehearsing the other show? It
Yeah,
doesn't
that was
really
the
matter
summer of
too much.
2019. So I guess it's been like 2 years. A little over 2 years. Anyway, that's
Okay,
a specific
sorry.
thing.
So we had just released by the beginning of the year albums.
Yeah.
And then.
But it's crazy
I don't think
too.
we did too much in the beginning months.
Because then in like February is when you went to Florida and your mom gave you the idea to move to Nashville.
Right.
So we kind of did spend the first half just kind of talking about Nashville. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like we met a lot. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of it. I mean, I think what makes our songwriting a little bit faster now. Just because I look back on Third Ave and it's like, wow, it took so long to write 6 songs. And now we have like a full length.
Right.
And it didn't take long, really, in the grand scheme
Yeah.
of things.
It was just a bit more scattered. But
Right.
yeah.
I think those initial conversations at the beginning of the year when we were talking about moving here and also just what Opal was has aided to that a lot
Yeah.
while being here.
I think that's part of why we started the podcast was just to kind of further these conversations to make it feel more productive than just us stopping
Don't give away
rehearsal.
secrets.
Sorry. So that's the thing, creative people. If you,
Or any.
I don't know how to phrase this without it being weird.
I don't know what you're going to say.
I'm not sure either.
Well, we can
See,
come
again,
back to it.
this
if
is
you
the
want.
part that we edit out, and now it's live, and we're just rolling with it. Should we keep going on this, or should we shift back to...
Let's see. Let's I was seeing a lot of people giving their
Yeah, there's some cool things in here.
for later. If you also want to be commenting any Christmas
Like requests. There you go.
Christmas song requests.
Yeah, what do you want us to play?
And it could be something that you've heard us do or something that you haven't, and then we can figure that out. So that'll be kind of fun for us.
Yeah. So we're going to shift into...
Whoa.
We're good. It's just a chair. We're going to shift into experimental section of this live stream, of this special episode. And we are going to take a few of your Christmas traditions that you shared with us that don't have songs to them, and we are going to write songs to them. Or if we think of a song to them, we will tell you what the song is. So like Nick said, our good friend Nick says, I win a Christmas chess tournament against my family every year.
You win every year?
Which, that's something. You've got like 8,000 people in your family. That's a
long tournament.
Oofda. Anyway, but I think, doesn't Bing Crosby have a song about that? I won the Christmas chess tournament.
No.
Doesn't he? Oh, okay.
Are you kidding? Or...
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was trying to think for a second.
Anyway.
That's embarrassing.
Same. Dave just said, every year I wish that I'd put a quartet together to sing Snow from White Christmas. We can give that a shot. I don't know. Snow, snow, snow,
oh,
snow.
Yeah.
I wanna... There's the one, snow, snow, snow.
We just watched that movie.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Kind of.
Well, I watched that movie, and you watched the part that you've seen dozens of times before, but fell asleep to the same parts.
Whoopsies. It's a long one.
Yeah, it is. Well, let's write a song about the Christmas chess tournament.
Okay.
What key do you want?
A is always good.
Wait, let's do this. This is a song, a Christmas song, about our favorite Christmas tradition. I don't know enough about chess to give
Just skip the
super
chord
specific.
progression.
Okay.
I woke up this morning waiting to play chess. My family was waiting for me to win. I came into the chessboard and decided to play against my brother. We sat there for hours thinking and little break.
You got it. Let's do that again. Ready?
I made okay, hold on.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're getting to like the specific moves.
I don't
and
know.
you where to
I
go.
know. I don't know. My whole family was cheering me on as I came to the end of my turn. I began to make the final move and won the chess tournament once again. Okay.
Yeah, I think
That
Bing
worked
Crosby
okay.
sang that. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah.
that's a pre-existing thing.
Whoops.
Chestnuts
Good one, Nick.
boasting
I was
in
not
open
expecting
foyer.
that one.
Have you heard that joke?
What?
Dave just commented, chestnuts boasting in an open foyer.
Oh, yeah, you've said that a bunch of times.
It's a good joke.
What's the beginning of it?
That was what I was asking.
Oh, no. I feel like I've heard the punchline, but
When, you know, there's this maitre d' at a hotel. You know what maitre d's are?
no.
Okay, a doorman. We'll say that.
Okay.
A doorman at a hotel. And he was there at the door, and there were these two men right inside the lobby. And,
Okay.
and one of them was like, Psh, I'm so good at chess. And the other one was like, no way, I'm better. One of them's name was Nick, by the way. And they're going back and forth about, no, I'm way better at chess. And they weren't actually providing any reason for why one of them was better. They just kept going, I'm better. You, me type thing. And finally the doorman had had enough. They'd been going on this for like an hour. And he went in and he was like, excuse me, can you keep it down? And they said, what's the deal? And he said, I can't stand chestnuts boasting in an open foyer.
That's pretty good.
So, Merry Christmas. Oh, what are some other good?
There is? What is it?
That was chestnuts boasting in an open foyer.
Oh,
That was the...
shoot.
It's not letting me scroll. There we go.
That's gotta
sorry.
be annoying. Maybe don't.
Okay, what are some other good traditions? My mom commented celebrating my dad's birthday on Christmas Eve.
It's a birthday Christmas.
Birthday Christmas.
Okay, you can kick this one off or? Oh yeah.
Happy birthday to you and Merry Christmas too. You were born on the 24th of December.
We celebrate with eggnog.
Try it again. You got this.
Again?
Or just keep going.
And birthday cake at the same time.
I'm trying to find the starting note. Happy birthday and Merry Christmas. We wish you all the best. Merry Christmas and happy birthday. The 24th of December.
There you go. That's a good ending. I liked it.
Worked moderately
liked it.
well. That was kind of fun. That was kind of a fun little interlude. Yeah.
Cool. What do you think?
I
Do you
don't-
want to do?
Do you want to vamp for me for like 30 seconds?
Oh no.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Liv's vamping
This is me
period.
vamping. See, when I'm put on the spot like this, the words do not come. Oh gosh. Are you done?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was it. Okay.
Success.
Cool.
Kind of.
Oofta. That's a lot in one
Big
tradition.
one. I feel like you have to do two.
So Hannah said, falling asleep at the Christmas Eve candlelight vigil and Monopoly battles after opening gifts. Which those are some pretty lengthy, extensive things. You want to try
Do you
that?
want to trade like back and forth type of thing?
Sure. You take. I'm gonna tune really quick.
Tune.
Beforehand, Liv was asking like, do you think people are gonna like just watching us talk about stuff? Mm-hmm. And I was like, psh, probably. And now I feel like we swapped a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's different when it is a podcast, when you're just kind of like, people can choose to put this on as listening, but
Right.
to have a visual, it's kind of, I don't know, different.
It's also different because while we're recording stuff, I feel so in control because like I can go back
Right.
and edit stuff
This is-
later, and
yeah.
I'm like, no big deal. But now it's live, and all of a sudden it's
Yeah.
oofta.
Well, a lot of it
This
is
changes
our
things.
family and there,
Right.
so that's nice.
So that's nice. Hello, family, and all. It's good to see y'all. Let's try that. Christmas Eve vigil. Falling asleep. Christmas Eve vigil.
Good grief.
It's this easy word. It's an easy word. And then Monopoly after opening gifts.
Okay.
What key? What's the vibe? Is this like a jazz thing? Is this like a...
I kind of like
Is
this.
this like a what? Jazz?
Kind of.
No, but we just fell asleep. But then we get picks up, so it's got to pick up.
Okay.
Falling asleep to Christmas carols carried to the car by grandmother and mom. You look like you're gonna take a line.
I was about to, and
to stay up to see the hoof prints. Wait. Yes. I got distracted by it for a second. Waking up to see the Christmas tree twinkling. Racing my siblings to the gifts under the tree. Nothing but love and joy while we unwrap. But afterwards, things get intense. 'Cause Boardwalk's mine and Park Place is mine and Marvin Gardens. And I'll take you the electric company and give you B&O. I'll send you to jail while there's still property on the market. And then after, I'll go to jail and just collect money till I turn blue. I don't know.
You know Monopoly a lot
yeah.
better than I do. See, I feel like you know that you're part of this tradition.
Yeah.
That was good. Nice job.
Well, I mean, it's like if you got Park Place and Boardwalk,
Talking about Monopoly for those of you that didn't catch that.
well, yeah,
think
but
they
that's the thing.
What?
If you got a hotel in Park Place and Boardwalk, if you are one of the last two people in the game and you do not own Park Place or Boardwalk, and there's a hotel in Park Place or Boardwalk,
Yeah.
just
You're done. with-
careful.
Okay.
Just like you can come back. Don't worry. There's a way. There's definitely a way you can win. But oofta, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Should we try some requests?
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Let's try that real quick.
Let's see what we got here.
I saw Oh Holy Night.
It's a pretty one.
This is a pretty one.
So nice.
Hannah just said, "Let me know where I can pick up the royalty checks," which we'll have my people talk to your people. And actually, should we just steal it from her?
Oh.
Should we just let her sue us and then just let her lose in court?
Sounds like a plan.
That'd be kind of fun.
Okay, which song should we do
Let's
first?
try Oh Holy Night real quick.
I might not remember all the words, but...
Do you want to pull them up real quick?
Thanks to everyone spending their Tuesday night with us. We appreciate it. Oh no, that's not it. You would think this would be easier. I think Christmas time is one of my favorites. Although you really like New Year's, which is kind of similar. Like, not similar, but it's close. I
It is close, yeah.
But would you say you celebrate New Year's as like a bigger event?
We just have like more of we have a lot of traditions in place in Christmas, but they're kind of one of those like as long as we get like 2 or 3 of them hit, we'll be fine.
Right.
It's not like we have to get every single one. Whereas like New Year's Eve,
There's so many things.
If we miss one, it's a big deal.
I like this time of year. Okay. All right, let's try Oh Holy Night. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is a night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and never pining till he appeared, and the soul felt its
do the next verse and then we'll come back. Yeah.
Led by the light of faith, serenely beaming with glowing hearts, by His cradle we stand. So led by the light of those stars sweetly gleaming, here come the wise men from Orient land. The King of Kings lay thus in lowly manger, in all our trials, born to be our friend. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, shoot. Oh,
Night
divine. Oh, I like that song.
I like
I
one too.
forget about that song.
Any other good ones? Do you know Snow by Sleeping at Last?
Snow's coming. Yeah,
No, that's
that's not it.
Snow's coming down. No, that's the snowflakes are falling off on
What's
the
Snow?
lawn.
That's
Snow.
If I look up lyrics, I know the melody.
Yeah, pull that up real quick.
That's-
Actually,
I
pull
like
up the
that
chords too, because I don't know them. This is gonna be fun.
What's it called?
Sleeping at Last. Are y'all fans of Sleeping at Last? His Christmas
Does
album?
he have other albums out?
He does.
Okay, because
Oh, yeah,
I've only
loads.
heard. Oh, really?
Dude,
Okay.
yeah, this man releases
want a
music
capo?
like none other. What?
Do you want a capo?
It depends what key works best.
I mean, it's on 6 here.
So, this is like the album recording.
I don't know. I think so. So I see.
Try that real quick. Ready?
The branches have traded their leaves for white sleeves. All warm-blooded creatures make ghosts as they breathe. Scarves are wrapped tightly like gifts under trees. Christmas lights tangle in knots and you leave. All our families huddle closely, bedding warmth against the cold, and all the bruises seem to surface like mud beneath the snow. So we sing carols softly, as sweet as we know, a prayer that our burdens will lift as we go, like young love still waiting under mistletoe. We'll welcome December with tireless hope. Let our bells keep on ringing, making angels in the snow. May the melody disarm us when the cracks begin to show. And like the petals in our pockets, may we remember who we are, unconditionally cared for by those who share our broken hearts. The table is set and the glasses are full. Though pieces go missing, may we still feel whole. We'll build our traditions in place of the old, 'cause life without revision will silence our soul. hearts. As gentle as feathers, the snow piles high. Our world gets rewritten and retraced every time. Like fresh plates and clean slates, our future is white. New Year's resolutions will reset tonight.
It's kind of
Oh, that line, like the petals in our pockets.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that for a long time. That's from
It's Wonderful Life.
It's Wonderful Life.
Yeah. That's a good one.
So I really
Cool.
like that one. I forget about it. Cool.
Should we-
So
All right.
we've got really exciting.
Well,
Don't get your hopes
Yeah.
up. No, it's kind of exciting.
I mean, it's exciting to me. I'm gonna
You know
have
the
fun.
process. You know what's happened.
Right.
I wasn't
think so.
included in. Wait,
Meet me under the table.
I'll let you take this because I don't know how we're introducing.
So just give me 2 seconds. So we said at the beginning of this series that we wanted, and we said at the beginning of this episode, we want this to be collaborative. We want to have guests on. We want to hear other people's thoughts, especially with Christmas and all that. We, in the spirit of all things joyful, of all things fun and crazy and silly, I would like to welcome to the show my brother and roommate and Liv's nerdy best friend, Eamon Driscoll, to the episode.
Oh, hey. Good to see you there. What's up? Hey, the fans.
Yay.
It's the guys.
Okay,
Welcome.
Ewan.
Hey,
We have a chair
welcome
for
to the
you.
show.
Okay.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having you guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
Tell us about the-
Yeah, let me tell you about the show we're having tonight, guys. There's me,
Yep.
and this is very delayed.
Right.
All right, let's see what you guys are saying.
Don't talk too loud because it does peak and we don't want to. That's better.
Yeah, so
We do have a chair for you. We installed one actually.
The next activity?
Do you want to introduce your next activity?
you all didn't tell me what the next activity.
Aiden.
Next activity is cat sled racing. I'll get the supplies.
No, sit down.
Felines.
We are going to have a cookie decorating contest with
Oh my
Eamon.
gosh, is this gonna take a
And
long
we're
time?
excited for you all
take
to
a minute.
vote.
Do we have knives?
Yes, we do. Don't worry, we're just gonna like smear it over with our fingers.
I was just gonna dip it,
That's
Do you want
a.
to scoot?
like
Oh,
Charles Dickens.
Can you guys vamp for a minute? Because I forgot one thing.
Can you scooch?
Everyone,
I-
stay engaged.
I quit vamping. It's bad for your lungs. Little lungs in a great big world. All right, who needs to know stuff, guys? Ask a question. You're welcome, Cheris. Why did Cheris think this?
What did she think us for?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh wow, you're welcome. It's really not a problem.
Look at you walked in there.
Yeah,
Guys, this is crazy.
So-
There's a delay.
Okay.
you should have seen it the other night when we were oofed up.
Is this a long story?
No.
So the plan is to decorate and talk to Eamon, and then if you guys hopefully can vote at the end of the podcast.
Who had the best cookie?
And that will be fun.
And me.
So-
Do me or Livy have a better neck?
Yeah, that is one
Let's not
question.
talk about
but
that.
It's still a solid.
Wow,
debate in
that's
the
very
household.
versatile. I never noticed how versatile my neck
Do you
was.
think the mics are fine?
What's a sarcophagi?
I don't know. We'll talk
So
about that
okay,
later.
we got some cookies, we got some frosting, sprinkles of chocolate chips.
How
We
many
got
are we
this little
decorating?
stuff. One
I think
apiece,
just one.
think.
Why do you have 6?
So you can
So you
pick
can have a
which one you
category,
want.
an assortment.
We didn't
I
want
wanna
to pick
go-
There's
one.
only
a
one
tree.
dude though.
What?
The circle kind of just can be anything you want it to
Exactly.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of
it's
freedom.
Which one do you want?
I'm gonna pick a Christmas tree. I'm
be.
gonna
Guys,
decorate a Christmas
what do you
tree.
think?
Ooh.
Looks good.
Y'all
Even-
didn't be Christmas.
What is your favorite Christmas tradition, Eamon?
Y'all didn't beat me.
My favorite Christmas tradition
I'm gonna get started while you
is when I
chat.
hide from my uncle.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No. Do we have Christmas traditions?
You don't have to have one. I just
We
wondered.
do. I was saying earlier, like we have them, but it's kind of one of the. We have like 18, but as long as we can get like 3 of them in a year, it's.
Wait,
fine.
is this
So
a
it's-
trap? Because I can't put white frosting on this little guy. I sure as heck can't put yellow frosting on this
Even?
guy.
Yeah.
Stop.
Do you have orange frosting?
No, we have these colors right here.
These are the only colors.
This is it. Also, I didn't tell you you had. Okay.
Okay.
Do your thing, man.
So now that we're all situated,
I'm gonna get some ASMR for these folks.
We-
No, even.
See, I feel like I should have given you a more detailed list of what not to do. On
You should tell me what we were doing.
Didn't I tell you what we were doing?
Nope.
I thought Liv told you what we were
did.
doing. Liv said she told you, and she doesn't normally. Well, she does.
I'm gonna make a Pokeball. How Christmassy is that?
So what are some things we want to talk about, guys?
What are some of your guys' favorite Christmas albums?
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
And then I have a follow-up question for you, Fluffy.
Christmas album?
This is gonna be gorgeous. You guys, I'm gonna win.
I doubt that. Sorry.
You think you're gonna beat me?
No, I just don't think you're gonna win.
You're dumb.
My favorite Christmas album is probably Sleeping at Last's Christmas album.
Oh, did
We
you
were just
hear our
talking about that
song?
one.
We were just playing one of those. I
Yeah.
forget about that, to be honest.
What, his Christmas album?
It's always
Hang on.
it takes me by surprise, but it's so good.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm not listening to okay, bye. If I'm not listening to like old jazz stuff, Frank Sinatra and I Can Call All That Jazz, I'm probably listening to Sleeping at Last Christmas stuff.
I agree with that.
Liv, do you have a favorite Christmas album?
I feel like I have favorite Christmas songs. I'm trying to think of an album.
I'll try
I really enjoy. I've been listening to actually the last few days. The Holiday Inn soundtrack has Bing Crosby in it. I think he's so good. If you caught our last podcast, we were talking about him a little bit. I think he's fun and cool. What else?
Handsome.
No, I mean.
Oh,
Who's handsome?
Bing Crosby.
Ooh, oh my goodness!
Aiden, that's what
He's
I'm
going.
saying,
I'm
gonna
starting
win.
over.
He's going all out.
I don't want to do the Pokeball. I'd like a chance. It kind of looks like the. What's the flag? Cool flag.
Oh, Greenland.
Greenland. Shout out to all you Greenlanders out there. Anybody commenting about Greenland?
Does anyone have any questions for Eamon?
Yeah.
Or not?
Okay. You just discounted me so quick. You're like, so he could talk or he could shut up.
Oh man, this isn't as
Don't wanna-
vibrant as I was thinking.
This conversation?
No, these colors.
Heard on the colors.
Um.
Oh, what was your
So-
follow-up question, Aiden?
Do you think John Bellion should make a Christmas album?
No.
I mean, he's Jewish, so I don't know if that would really.
He's not Jewish, actually.
Oh, he's not?
Nope.
He's
he
from
is
New York. and
Italian
He's a musician.
and Christian.
Oh, that'll do it.
So very much not, no.
Man, this isn't working out quite as hot as I was hoping. This was my plan.
No, that
this
was-
was my entire plan. Is right here in front of me.
That's okay.
That would be too much structure.
You want any? Oh, a Christmas album would be.
It would be too much. Yeah, it would be too much of a structure that is pre-existing.
If you could boil down John Bellion into
12 sentences.
right, what would that be?
Okay. Well, they're 100-word essays.
Like what makes him him? You know, that's different from other artists to you.
Do we have any toothpicks?
I don't know.
Okay.
Um.
How are you so good at that?
That.
No, let him answer.
He immediately, when I started listening to him, I realized how much truth he speaks in ways that aren't, in your face about like political agendas or
Sure,
stuff like that.
but it's still real stuff.
Right. And another thing is like how obviously Christian he is while he has a song called Woke the F Up.
Okay.
He's such an imperfect Christian like all of us are. And I think that's another thing is just like you can clearly tell his beliefs and his struggles. And that's what makes him very appealing, and his songs are just freaking bops.
What is his style? Like, what would you call it?
New every time.
Baby boy.
Wait,
that's
we
wrong.
have two green.
No, it's probably like that was red, and then
Not anymore.
and then she was using green, and I didn't want to.
It's okay.
I used.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I did.
Is that it?
No,
Okay,
I've
good.
got more. I've got more in the tank, gas tank. Choo choo. He's like experimental, R&B. Pop.
What was the first song that you listened to him that or caught or what album or whatever that made you think, oh wow? Was it just right away?
Well, it was so Aiden showed me "Stupid Deep," And I like that song. I listen to it a lot. And then Shots. Shout out to Shots.
What up, Shots?
I hope he's on the... He's not, probably. He's probably with his girlfriend. Shout out
You
to
sound
his
kind of
girlfriend.
bitter about this.
He told me to listen to JT, and then I listened to The Internet, and then I listened to maybe IDK, and then I listened to all of Glorious Sound Prep
Which is the whole album.
like 12 times. Yeah, but maybe I Don't Know is on Human Condition.
But you still don't think... So, back to the original question of, like, Christmas, you think that he's just too...
It'd be too structured. Right?
If he wrote his own, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know. There's some songs he could do really well, but those are also the ones that have been so overdone.
Right. Aiden and I were talking about how Christmas songs are fun for us to cover because there are so many versions of them where if we have to try to cover, like... Not have to, but if we try to cover a song...
Dion.
Right. Or just a song that one person has done.
You say Celine Dion?
You guys know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. It's really easy to find a lot of different versions of Christmas songs.
Yeah. So it's easy to pull from and kind of fun for us. Where...
Oh, Aiden, you nitwit.
Guys, don't forget we have chocolate chips over here. Okay,
Open.
not to eat. Not to
Aiden.
eat.
Yeah. Ah, thanks.
We got this crazy great cheese grater in our house, like Olive Garden.
I just don't know if you should tell this story.
Aiden just laid down on the ground, and I was above him and got into his mouth.
Nice.
It was just kind of grating cheese, and I was just,
It was, say it with me, 1, 2, 3. Awesome.
Oh.
Great.
Oh, great. Pun.
So,
Okay, going back a little bit. What is your favorite Christmas album, Fluffy?
I said,
Sleeping Island?
Sleeping Last.
Sleeping at Last.
What about you?
But then also,
just don't think
The Oh
I have
Hellos.
Song.
You stole my answer. That's what I was
Oh,
going to say. I was
we
going to say
didn't-
the Oh Hellos.
Yeah, I beat you.
Hey, everyone out there, what are your favorite Christmas albums?
Tell us in the comments below. We'll wait.
It's like, it's hard for me to key. Oh, I'm just vamping.
We're just waiting for them
Yeah.
to answer.
Oh, it's
Did
gonna be a
you
minute.
tell us the best Greenland Christmas album?
That was from a while ago.
Greenland.
Um,
Do, 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 do,
That's
do.
America.
No,
you guys are
Yeah, it is.
crazy.
we're insane.
I was
We're off
I just real
the
quick. I want to say,
chain.
I was expecting you to be a little more
Professional.
timid. I'll say insecure.
Oh,
We
I'll
don't
try
want
to
that.
be.
You like this, Eamon? Okay.
Okay, honestly, I feel pretty confident about. At first I was like, nah, and then I look over at yours, and I'm like, okay.
Mine looks like mint chocolate
Are you talking about
chip.
I feel like it looks cool.
If you
Now
guys,
I feel like
no,
I have myself down
if
too much
you
now.
guys,
Is going to vote against me just because they don't want me to win.
if you guys had to kiss one Christmas album, like if a Christmas album became a person, you had to
Even,
kiss it.
even I mean,
Who would it? What
that's
would
not
it
the
be?
question we're asking today.
That's such a different question than what's the best Christmas album. That is such a different
What's the
question.
worst Christmas album?
If Jason Trashberg.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did
released
Jason
it.
Trachtenberg release a Christmas album? Everybody should love Jason Trachtenberg.
One of my old coworkers one time told me, he was like, "Man, you're a musician and you play like jazz stuff," and I was like, "Yeah," and he goes, "Man, you must get all the ladies."
Yep.
And I was like, "What are you talking about? Why?" And then he goes, "Well, okay, if I could play piano and sing like Michael Bublé, I think women would be all over me." And I was like, "That's not the same as playing music. Being Michael Bublé is an entirely different thing than playing music."
Yeah, you don't punch your wife.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Hey!
Oh, sorry.
No, go for it. I just want to take credit for it.
You that was smart. Good job.
You're even using the same
I
color.
messed mine up
It's
a
not
little
even
bit.
working.
Working.
Should have got a napkin.
Should have gotten a napkin, Luke. You want me to call for
I
a
feel like
napkin?
this. Okay. What are
Clive?
We, what are,
Clive, can we get a napkin? Clive's dead. All hail Clive.
we're so focused on this. I feel like we're not
Yes, we are
focused
focused
on the others
on it.
people.
Yeah, I'm having such a.
I know you're focused, and I'm focused. I'm definitely focused. When am I done here?
I don't know. Just okay. We're almost done.
Okay.
What's your favorite Christmas movie, Fluffy?
I like
This isn't working as well.
me talking or this.
This. Both.
This isn't working. I'm okay. Really throwing hardballs at me. Okay. Favorite.
What is something that you think of that is like, I like to listen to this at Christmas time?
No, we're talking
movie.
movies now.
Oh.
Can you keep up, kid?
That's what I meant.
Yep.
Whoopsies.
This isn't working very well, but I gotta do it. Consistent.
It's probably either Klaus
Oh my goodness.
or
We talked about that
we
already,
did.
didn't we?
or It's a Wonderful Life.
Those are our top two. Well, those are my top two, and then Liv didn't necessarily have a super specific order.
I did not. Except for, I really, really like It's Wonderful Life.
Let me think about that.
What, favorite movie?
No, what Livy said.
Okay. Are you guys entertained right now, or what?
Probably
No.
not. What should we talk about? Do we have any questions for them?
Yeah, guys, give us some questions.
No, I mean-
Or what questions do we have for you? No one else has commented favorite Christmas albums.
We're disappointed.
But then Cheris asked, are there going to be prizes for the best cookie? And totally.
Kiss
we get
from
to
the
eat
prettiest. Oh,
Okay. We get to eat the cookie after.
I got frosting all on my hands.
What about this? What about the worst cookie? No, how would it
When do you guys start thinking about Christmas?
December 22nd.
Groovy.
As soon as somebody close to me starts playing Christmas music.
Someone close to you?
Anyone close
Like
to me.
in your proximity?
Emotionally?
Or
Help me.
I feel like I think about Christmas whenever everyone's like, Christmas, it just enters my mind, so that can be any time of the year. But
we sometimes, if we're like releasing like a Christmas album, we start working on
yeah.
in October or something. So then you have
Take
it
off
kind of
the
on the
top.
brain. What is Pentatonics' new one, Evergreen?
What are you doing?
Who said that?
My mom. I don't think
Mom.
I've heard.
What are you?
Your mom.
What is this green
Aiden.
movie?
I don't think I've heard Evergreen.
But sometimes
Lexi sent me
green.
some. I think I heard maybe one song.
Can you not peek at the competition, bro?
I just don't know. That's what you're submitting to? You gotta pick one, man.
It's so hard. I will have an advisor come in.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Ah, I got red on my pants. It's all ruined. Guys, I made a decapitated boy.
Is this your submission? What's all the green stuff?
His shirt.
Why is he wearing green?
Should
when
we
he's gonna
talk a
get
little bit
decapitated?
about like what we have?
Been thankful for.
Sure.
Am I done?
All right, are we done? Do you still?
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll show you our cookies now, for you to vote,
I
and
have
we can
two.
get
Wait,
your
you can only
votes in.
submit one.
Yeah.
You can only submit one.
I'm the guest.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
And we can give your votes. Okay.
Going right
At the
to
very
camera?
end, we'll announce the winner. Okay.
Real cute. He's dead. Whoops.
Okay. So that's Eamon's. This is Aiden's. Oh.
I think they can see who we are.
Oh.
This is a Christmas tree, you guys. I think it looks decent. But
This is mine. It's like a snowflake star thing. Okay.
are they a little bit crunchy?
So cast in your votes, and we'll check back in a little bit.
How are they gonna vote? Like name?
Yeah,
Like
just
Aiden?
put in like my vote's for Eamon or Aiden.
What about how can you this is going off the
That's how it
rails.
goes sometimes.
See, sometimes their podcast episodes. No, I'm good.
This looks so pretty at the beginning, but
But here we are.
here we are.
All right, y'all.
Can I
Thanks for.
can
Okay.
I wrap it up with a 2-minute speech?
Well, we're not done yet, but
Yeah, we still have.
I mean, I'll wrap up my segment.
Sure.
Doesn't matter where you came from. It just matters of where you were before, and where you came from. It really just, if you think about who you were before, it will just hinder your past. Don't do it. Can you not laugh? I'm being serious. Think about your future, and think about the future part of it that will be to come.
solid.
That was Eamon, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, Eamon, for being
He's-
our special
he's
guest.
leaving.
We'll let you know
You
are
were-
the winner at the very end. We'll have you
You-
back in if you win.
You got so much green on your face right now, guy. Yeah, they're gonna invent a new brand of toothbrush for you.
Bye.
Bye, thanks. That was Eamon, very first Opal Entertainment guest on Between Takes. Was that a disaster?
I don't know.
Guess we'll talk later.
Okay.
Well, that was fun. We've been having a good time. I hope you guys have been having a good time. We hope. Politics in the comments, y'all. Only Eamon Driscoll could come and decorate cookies and leave, and then people are like, let's have a political discussion.
Oh my.
Anyway, we got one more Christmas song for y'all. Then we're going to call it a night. We will announce the winner over on our socials. Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz.
So keep voting. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Like vote now and then we'll announce
Vote now, yeah. And then we will announce the winner.
Yeah.
Y'all-
We really do appreciate you coming to watch, and we had a fun night. We're really excited for season 2 of Between Takes.
Mm-hmm.
We have some great ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really pumped.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Let us know if you have any. Always feel free to message us if you have any.
Right.
I'm talking to mostly people we talk to frequently.
Right.
But let us know if you have any thing you want us to talk about, because we are always up for ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to close out.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Hope you all have a great holiday season with the special people in your life.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make Yuletide gay. From now on, your troubles will be miles away. And here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. And faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
And have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Liv, vamp for me while I have to run 4 feet forward. And
Thanks again. Merry Christmas.
this is what I look like more up close.